so much highs and lows throughout the course of that game. Hey! And we're joined by a legend, a star here.
Pleasure to meet you.
But obviously that goal was everything, and you saw the way that it galvanized the group. And I'm sure this guy,
no, that's enough.
You probably have some memories about that, 2010 Landon's goal. Yeah. What stands out to you from that?
Stayed home from school, had a school play, and, we made the executive decision to stay home. And I was like, we're going to watch this game. And I just remember being like, wow, I can't believe this happened. And it kind of sparked a lot for me, honestly, growing up, just to have that feeling. And it was just something pretty special.
How old were you then?
I was 9. Yeah.
Is that your favorite World Cup moment?
That's a good question. I think probably the most memorable, especially growing up. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
That's awesome because Mo and I were 9 during the 94 World Cup at home. Okay. My son will be 9 next summer at that World Cup. Okay. So, and now for you watched the World Cup. You were inspired by it. How exciting is the opportunity to perhaps do that for all the youth of America and play in a home World Cup?
You can't even put it into words. I think there's only a select few of people that's ever played a home World Cup. So to be able to do that and, hopefully inspire a nation and to exactly, do what I had done for me as a kid, Landon scoring that goal. Hopefully, we can do that for kids all around the U.S.
Do you know the word these guys are using a lot here is fight? Yeah. We're talking a lot about the game the other night and what played out toward the end. And there's been some former national teamers, your buddy and your old teammate Stu Holden, saying he loved what he saw from the national team, diving in, defending each other, getting stuck in. Can you talk us through that moment of what was going through your head? Because you were one of the first in, Seb.
Yeah, not a lot going through my head. It was just kind of right away seeing, when I started to see the headlock, I was like, all right, that's when I, made my way over. And then it was just kind of blackout from there and just, getting my hands on something. I think I fell on the camera. I was there so quick and I had probably the least impact on the fight, if we're being honest. But, no, it was, it was something that anytime you see your teammate like that, it was just a silly play and, you got to have his back. So it was good to see everyone come over.
Yeah, no brainer, right? The whole team came over, had his back. We love to see it, man.
Just a question, because he's sitting here saying it's a no brainer. If you were to look at us three and that scenario plays out, who you think is the least likely to join the scuffle?
Facts.
That boy right here. That boy right here.
The fact that he doesn't even know me.
I know.
It's oozing all over his face, man. It's very obvious.
Maybe he's never seen the fight in the tunnel against Toronto FC in the playoffs, me against Josie.
Okay.
Yeah,
we want to see that one.
If you bring that up, there's only one winner. There's only one winner. No, I'm curious, though. Let's pivot a little bit from that. Club form as well, right? You've been best 11 now. Congrats on that, by the way. Incredible and well deserved.
Thank you.
I'm curious, man, because I see you on the pitch doing your thing, but then now I see you off the pitch as well. There's a little bromance with you and Mueller forming. What's that been like? What's that? Were you the guy that welcomed him the most to the team, or what was that like?
No, I think honestly we both have obviously he does, but a very competitive spirit. And, even in trainings we're doing small sided and, he wants to win so bad and I want to win so bad. He's walking in training sometimes going, oh, where's Berhalter today? And that gets me going. And, I'll try to say the same thing to him. And, we kind of just get each other going and it's fun, and it's someone like that, coming in and wanting to win everything in training and wanting to be the best, it sets a tone for everyone around you. So it's awesome having him in the locker room for sure.
Have you thought about the LAFC game yet? Or is it just, this is your focus right now on the national team being here?
Yeah. Someone asked me yesterday, when's your next game? I said Tuesday. And they're like, who do you play? I'm like, Uruguay, and they're trying to ask about LAFC. I'm like, no, we got, Uruguay on Tuesday. So I think right now you're focused on taking a moment and, playing for your country.
I'm curious because during the Gold Cup is, I think, when you really won over this nation in terms of what you can bring to this team, your quality. We obviously see it on a week-to-week basis in MLS, but on the national team stage, I think that's when you really turned heads and wowed people. When you come into camp now, what are the things that you're still looking to leave as the biggest takeaway with your performances or just your impact on this team?
Yeah, I think, doing whatever the team needs me to do, whether it's coming in for 10 minutes and playing right winger, there's no problem with that. For me, it's about going out there and you're representing something a lot bigger than yourself, so whatever the role is, that's kind of where I'm at. And then also, I want to be a guy that pushes the team forward, competitive wise, but also, on and off the field, getting guys closer and doing things off the field and making sure we form those connections. So, a little bit on and off the field, definitely trying to just get the guys going.
Hey, Seb, our producer's been diving down your Instagram,
Here we go.
Yeah,
Here
Instagram. I think the first image is yourself and Cristiano Ronaldo
there you go.
back in the day.
Yeah.
Who would have thought you'd be the sweet right-footed free kick taker now in this moment, playing against Messi, playing?
Oh my
Look
gosh.
at that! It's a great picture.
That's incredible.
Talk us through that moment. Do you remember it?
The most memorable thing for me was the way he smelled. I'm like,
in a good or bad way?
In a great way. And I'm like 10 years old. I'm like, how does he smell so good? And I don't even know like what scent is at 10 years old, And I just like walked away from the interaction being like, he smells so good. And like, and I'll never forget that. And he just said like, I just said great game. He said, oh, like nice to meet you. Gave me a little rub in the head. But yeah, like stuff like that is cool, And that
was that. Well, your pops was playing for LA at the time.
Yeah, they had a friendly, I think, in the Rose Bowl against Madrid. Yeah. So then I after the game, I was a ball kid and just ran on the field and shook his hand. I was like, I might never be able to do this again. So it's cool.
And do you take that with you when you meet young kids and you just make sure their experience with you goes above and beyond? Yeah.
Yeah, I make sure my cologne's always on. And then kick it out.
You gotta leave a lasting impression, right?
Exactly.
No, you were talking about their impact on and off the pitch. When you do have some time off the pitch, what are things that you and the guys are doing?
No, we just want to know what your golf handicap is.
Yeah,
Sash wants to know.
No, I think coffee. I think coffee's like a great one where guys just sitting around, and then even after dinners, I think people start to clear, but then you're just still sitting there and chatting and just having a good time. No one's really around. You just get to chill and be yourself, and it's nice having those connections. Especially with guys you don't see all the time. And I think it's important to be around and putting that little extra effort just to be with the guys.
I think that's always what made our national team so special, Mo. Like when we were playing a part and stuff, and when we got back together at the Olympics or in these national team camps, the same. Just sitting around, hanging out. What's life like where you're living? What's it like where I'm living? Yeah. That was always the best. Yeah. I love that. I feel like your group has that. Do you guys feel like you guys have just gotten closer and closer every single camp?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that. I think that Gold Cup set a good tone for everyone. I think just the time being together helped a lot. And there's a lot of guys that were there, and then kind of integrating new guys in, and then the core guys coming in and really picking it up. I think up to this point it's been awesome, and it's been really fun.
Hey, you want to play a little game?
Let's go.
Little blind rankings. You know how
Here
this goes.
we go. Yeah.
Blind rankings, famous
Here we go.
sports fathers and sons. All right, so where would you put, out of 5, Archie, Peyton, and Eli Manning?
Archie Payne. Okay. I mean, that's not his dad, right? Archie isn't his dad,
Archie Manning.
Oh, sorry.
Archie Manning, and then Peyton Manning and Eli Manning.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Father and 2 sons.
We'll go 2 Super Bowls. I'm a Giants fan. 3. We'll go 3.
Okay, good start. LeBron and Bronny James.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good one, but Bron, you still got to go out there and ball, so he's just getting started. So as far as duos go, I got them at 4.
Okay,
I got them at 4. Yeah.
Dell and Steph Curry.
I like that one. Let's go 2.
All right, so you've picked 2, 3, and 4.
1 and 5
That's
left.
a rookie mistake. Such a rookie mistake.
It's tough here. Be careful what you do here now, all right? Ian Wright and Bradley Wright.
No pressure now.
That's a good duo.
No pressure
That is
now.
a good duo. I think it's an iconic duo too. I feel
Scored a lot of goals.
but even their personalities, I feel like they're both.
Hey, one of them.
Yeah, no, I just feel like they're both great personalities and they're great people. Let's go 1.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
And then finally, Greg and Sebastian.
Yeah, 5, no problem. Put them 5,
There's a humble star
Yeah,
right
no,
there.
it's good. Put them 5 and, everyone else. But yeah, I think I like, Bradley's a great guy and I, seeing their relationship even on TV, I think they've had a great impression over these last years. So it's
it's great.
Happy with that.
Hey, you're crushing it.
Thank
Packed house
you.
at BC Place coming up as well for the Vancouver Whitecaps. Sebastian Berhalter, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank
And
you
you've got a
guys.
future in media, by the way.
Appreciate it.
Whenever you wrap up your career.
Thank you guys.
He knows you smell good. That's okay.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
I'll take that.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Good luck
Seb.
this week, bro.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers, Sebastian. I mean, you were saying something to us last night at dinner.